Hello, 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 my beautiful risers and prosperity builders. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Poetry and Perspective with Placid. Guys, listen, I wasn't sure whether I was going to come on tonight, but I just decided, you know what, for the heck of it, let me just come on because I wanted to say a few things and I wanted to say a few things as well as, you know, show some, you know, notify the public, the general public, as on a few things that are happening. Okay, so um, I'd like to welcome you to Poetry and Perspective with Placid. Of course, for those of you who do not know me, my name is Cindy Placid. I am a poet. I am an author. I am an advocate. I advocate for mental health and suicide. I advocate for autism. I also have my advocacy for domestic violence and I advocate for dwarfism. Also, I bring awareness to so many different things. And let me see if I can pull up the slides. Let me see if I can pull up the slides to show what I show awareness to. I bring awareness to so many different things to like mental health, autism and support with pregnancy and child loss and childbirth, sexual assault. These are some of the things that are dear to my heart. I also bring awareness to, epilepsy, and sorry if you see me looking down, I'm trying to turn my volume down on my phone. It's epilepsy. And a matter of fact, this month is Epilepsy Awareness Month, and so I think it's very important that we bring awareness to those things that are really affecting the general public. Okay, those that are affecting the general public. So if people know me, I am a people's person. I love people. I love helping people, and even if it may not be with monetary, or financial help, what assistance right now, but I'm saying right now because it's gonna get better. It may not be with financial assistance right now, but however that I can help, be a listening ear, be a friend, and help in any way that I can, I will. Because life is full of challenges, life is full of heartaches, it is filled with problems. A lot of us are facing through so much, and we need an avenue. Hi, cuz, how are you? Aloysius Johnson, how are you, sweetheart? That's my beautiful cousin. And we need to bring awareness to these things. We need to meet people where they are, and we need to let others know that they are not alone. They are not alone in their trials. They are not alone in their problems. They are not alone. And so I take it upon myself to just be as a motto for this show, which I don't think I say enough, is to let your voice be heard. So I want people to come on this show openly to talk about the issues, to promote their work, to let people know what's happening, to bring awareness to something. I know sometimes, we want to keep our problems to ourselves. And I know a lot of times we hear what happens stays in this house, stays in this house, and little comments like that. But we also have to be our brother's keeper. We also have to be our sister's keeper. We have to be there for other people. Okay, so I think that it's important that we look out for each other, and that's the purpose of my show, to be looking out for everyone, to be a voice for everyone, to just allow people an avenue to just be themselves and to just let the weight off. There's no judgment here. um I don't discuss politics and I don't discuss religion on this show because I think, everything has its place. But I discuss the issues that matter to people, health concerns, um, health concerns, injustices, discriminations. I mean, promoting yourselves, bringing awareness, or just letting people know, promoting yourself and letting people know who you are as a person, the struggles you've been through. Sometimes we look at these people who have been up there, who are making it and who are big, and then these are the people that we follow, and these are the people that we just want to just be in their surrounding. But what about the little guy who's really trying to make it up there? What about the little guy who's fussing at just to find ways to be able to just build their business, to find the courage every day to keep going? These are people that we need to look for. Those people who are facing trials, insurmountable trials, and we know nothing about. Those people who are just hardbound and broken and just need a little push. We need to hear from those people. And that's what my show is all about. And I think from now on, I'm going to start putting the motto of the show, the slogan of the show is let your voice be heard. Okay. Now, so for those of you who do not know me, if this is for the first time you are going to be viewing this live, okay. I am Cindy Placid. I am an author, I am a poet, and I am an advocate. And I advocate for so many different causes. I have written 3 books. First of all, I'm from the beautiful Caribbean island of St. Lucia. Let's not forget St. Lucia, from the beautiful Caribbean island of St. Lucia. And I have written 3 books, guys. Imagine that, little old me. I've published 3 books, and I've published 3 books, and they are all about life's challenges. My first book was entitled When Life Stood in Silence. And of course, people know about this book. I don't know if you all know the depth of this book, but for those of you who have not, thank you, Ninfia. I appreciate you too as well, sweet. I appreciate all my viewers and all my friends, everyone who comes on this show. Yes, so for those of you who have not really gotten my book, I would urge you seriously to consider purchasing When Life Stood in Silence. Because When Life Stood in Silence speaks to everyone. It speaks to a downtrodden mother. It speaks to a father who's going through stuff. It speaks to people who are going through mental illness and anxieties. It speaks to those people who have been verbally, emotionally, and physically abused. It speaks to people who have been it speaks to people, oh my gosh, I just lost my train of thought. But it speaks to people who are facing anxiety. It speaks to people who are being bullied. It speaks to those who are in love, who have love interest. It speaks to a variety. It speaks to those who are mourning and those who are grieving and those who are trying to find their way. It speaks to those who are suicidal and need a little push to know that you are not alone in your struggles. It speaks to everyone. It speaks to the fatherless child, the parent facing raising a child with autism. There is so much. I'm telling you, this book is about, and there is so much this book tells about. And I need you guys to go ahead and purchase that book. It is on my website, cindyplacid.com. Okay, I'm not going to send you to other site because I need to promote my sites. But if you definitely cannot get this in cindyplacid.com, you can come on my WhatsApp page, my WhatsApp business page, and purchase it. Or it is also on Amazon. But if you really want to help me out, the best place to purchase this book is on my website, cindyplacid.com, as well as rise2prosperity.com, or you can even go on my WhatsApp business page, and you can get that there. And the number is flowing on the ticker, so you can always write that down, guys. There are so many things happening right now. But first of all, let me tell you, before I continue, let me tell you about my second book. My second book is called A Mighty Calm. And I took so much pleasure in writing this book because sometimes we go through challenges, we go through so much, and we forget ourselves. We forget our potential. We forget who we are as a human being personally, and we allow those problems to take us away from our goals, take us away from what we know we can be, and we wallow in it. This book, A Mighty Cup, guys, this book is such a powerful book as well. It was when I, I just came out of that. People call it the funk, not the F word, but the funk. Came out of a funk and realized my potential, realized the beauty, and found value in myself as a woman. Found value and found my purpose. That suicide was not the option. That I was put on this earth for a greater purpose, and that is to help others and to be a listening ear, to be a voice for change, and to be a voice for those who do not have a voice, and to uplift and to empower and to inspire people with my story. I come here not to gloat. I come here not to do anything else but to empower, inspire, motivate, and to help people through their struggles. And I always tell people, even after the show ends, you can always pick up your phone and call me, and I will go through leaps and bounds to help you. But I'm about helping people, no matter how small it is. But I believe everybody needs somebody to help them. Okay, so that's what Mighty Calm is about. So I found my voice, I found me, I found my power. And while I was going through my silence, when life stood in silence, in all that calmness, I grew my wings. I grew like my backbone, and I became, to me, my powerful self. I believe that I am powerful within my own rights right now. Not power to exert on people, but a power to find my purpose and my gift. I go for health challenges as well, a lot. I think as when I speak to people, I tell them I don't hide, because I think if people know that you're going through something, they know that, oh my gosh, I'm not alone in this. I am at the age where I'm going through the big M, the menopause, and I'm telling you, this thing is kicking my butt. And sometimes I have my depression. I go for my depression, but I bounce back because I feel I found my power. And even in the midst of all my troubles, all the things that I am facing, guess what? I find time for people. I find time to just be that friend that you want to have. I find time. And I think one of the things I did not do, I wasn't fine. I was so concerned about helping other people and putting on my show and trying to do this and trying to do that and trying to make a change or try to be uplifting to people, motivate. I forgot to find time for myself. Yes, Nymphia. I forgot to find time for myself. So I had neglected my workouts. I neglected myself, and I was like, I was losing sleep. And let me tell you, menopause, it was giving me a beating. I literally wasn't sleeping. I didn't sleep for 5 days. 5 days, and I was walking around like a zombie. But I still have to remember that I am here for a bigger purpose. And that purpose is not about me. That purpose is not about me. It's about you. Jacob, you are watching. Welcome to just chill vibes today. And if you guys have any questions, I'm open to questions. I'm open to whatever you want to say, as long as it is should I put the word, as long as it is respectful, okay, and it doesn't consider politics or religion. But I would love to hear from you guys. And like I said, sometimes I'm human and I forget. And I just wanted to put it out here. If you want to be a guest on my show, I am not Oprah. I am not NBC News. I am not those popular show hosts they have out here with millions and millions of followers. I am just a small person who's trying to make a difference in the lives of others with whatever little that I have. So my platform is what I have to offer. So if you want to promote yourself, promote your show, bring awareness to something, do not be afraid to pick up the phone and tell me, hey, Cindy, I want to talk about this at a certain day. And if that day is feasible for me, which of course, usually I accommodate everybody, we can talk about it. I am here to allow the general public to know the the little guy like myself who's just trying to do the best that she can. Okay, so that's what the show is here for. Okay, for those of you who are watching in the background that I cannot see you, I welcome you to this show. Just having random conversations on poetry and perspective with plus just random talk. Okay, and I feel I don't do that enough. Most times I'm so concerned about the show and concerned about bringing guests on that I forget that sometimes I just need to just come on here and just talk, you know. And I don't know who will benefit from it, but I just want, as sometimes it's just good to just come and talk. So let me tell you what's happening, guys. So my third book, I didn't tell you about my third book here, which is called What the Skies Told Me. And guys, listen to me. I don't think I have really talked about this book too much. What the Skies Told Me, okay? This book right here. And I'm telling you guys, this book is a very, very powerful book. I sometimes we write and we don't go back to it. But sometimes while you go back to your work, you find out, did I say that in this book? Where did I get that inspiration? And this book is a really, really powerful book. And in that book, I talk about slavery. I talk about so many things. And that book was dedicated actually to my viewers and to my viewers and to my guests that I've had on that show. And I didn't realize that, I wrote so many things that I think that so many people, I talk about nature and I talk about so many things, depression, like I always talk about. But so while I'm here, I'm going to read a little poem. Let me talk. I haven't spoken about this book too much. I haven't even had a press release. Well, I guess that's my press release. I haven't had a press release for this book. Okay, I haven't had anything that I'm just I just wrote the book and I just wanted to get that book out. And so I want to read one of my poems in that book. And I think I gave voice to it a little bit the other day, but I just a little bit of it. But let me find the poem that I'm trying to yes, this poem, I wrote it for my viewers, for my guests, and for all those guests I've had on that show. And it's in that third book entitled What the Skies Told Me, which you see on the screen as well. I'm going to read from that book, and just a poem. I'm going to read the entire poem. Let me see if I can do justice to my own voice, guys. Give me a minute. Let me put a little chapstick. My lips are a little chapped, okay? Sorry. Listen, I always said I'm going to be me, no matter what. So, let's go. My lips are better, all right? So, I'm going to read one of my poems, okay? It's called Power of Bruised Voices. Power of Bruised Voices. And guys, I wrote this poem particularly for the guests that I've had on that show, because I'm telling you guys, the guests that I've had on this show has inspired me so much. Sometimes you think you're going through stuff and you don't know what the story of another person can mean for your life. And so that's what that poem is about. So I'm going to start. There are many things in life that can shape us, none more important than what we are determined to do ourselves. And sometimes there are few souls who grace our presence with their truths. Truths that gives heartbeat to the purpose laying within us, which we or you may question. And so here are my feelings on my encounters. Your stories gave me wings to soar. to higher and deeper intellectual levels. Your experiences gave me strength to cope. Convinced it will bring renewed hope. Your endurance gave me courage to keep forging ahead. Most times when my spirit is broken, your willpower was what catapulted my ambitions to new heights. You are a beacon of everything that makes the world move. And I'm saying that to you, my guests who have had on this show. That poem is for you. Okay? So you are a beacon of everything that makes the world move. Each tear of sadness contributed to a continued cause. Your humility was born through adversity, solidifies my ongoing vision. Your courage sets my thinking in motion, creating a blueprint for a better plan. That's what I think of you, my guests who've been on this show. You have touched me so much. I am enthralled by the generosity you show, despite the trials you had to undergo. In the midst of your mental chaos, there was a schooling in reclaiming focus. The times when your countenance became dark, with faithful prayers, you made a comeback. Inspired by every concept of survival, I seek to show the world your trial. Achievers know there is no success without failure. With every setback, sacrifices are made to get on track. Even when things don't go your way, from your dreams, you never swayed. Reflecting on the essence of your story gives reason to impart needed glory. Through each spoken word, your voice gave power to the ones whose lives seem to be going nowhere. The tears before the laughter gives evidence of how brave you really are. That's to you, my guest, who's been on this show. Each dialogue has shaken my pendulum out of its equilibrium. If only I could let every voice be heard, I would have accomplished my peace in this world. But what makes it more meaningful is the one life that is transformed by the experience of another who have pummeled down a similar road. With dedication to a cause, we keep pushing with no pause. The best rewards are not in what we acquire, but the lives impacted, those we inspire. To make a difference in the circumstances of another, in achieving the best goals and dreams for the future. So guys, hi Castile, how are you doing? I was so taken aback by the stories of so many of my guests that this is the poem that I wrote, and I dedicated that book to my guests that have been on this show, because they helped me through. Sometimes I would be on Poetry and Perspective with Placid, and I'm having just the worst day possible. But I cannot tell my viewers that, oh God, it's such a bad day. I just don't want to be here. But I have to keep my spirits up. And after just listening to just a beginning of the story, sometimes I tell my viewers, my guests, I don't want to hear the full story. I want to hear it when the audience is hearing it, so I could have the same reactions that they have. I don't want to hear the full story. And I'm telling you, thank you so much, Kasil. And I'm telling you, the inspiration that I've gotten from my viewers, the inspiration that they've given me, the motivation that they have given me to just continue doing this show, I am forever grateful for them just being vulnerable with me and being vulnerable with me and able to share the story. And I'm hoping that someday somebody could look back on my show and see the potential in somebody in that show, and it could be a blessing for them. Like I said, I'm not doing this for me. So this is one of my poems from my book, What the Skies Told Me. And I love this book. This book is so amazing. I'm telling you guys, I have not even promoted this book as I supposed to. It talks about slavery. It talks about all of those shootings and everything. It's just a lot. It even talks about men chasing women. Guys, hot mess. But let me tell you guys, it is just, that book is amazing. So grab a copy of this book, guys, on my website, cindyplacid.com, or you can go on WhatsApp, on my WhatsApp page, and the number is 404-604-1781. Purchase this book. And you can also get a copy of all the other books, okay? And also some other things I'm going to talk about. So now, just getting away from the book, let me tell you what is happening. First of all, I'm going to talk about this group that I'm in. This non-profit organization, this non-profit group is called Where Ladies Talk. And guys, Where Ladies Talk, if you are any woman who is, any woman who wants a safe space to talk, to voice their concerns, and to be a part of something bigger and greater, you need to join the Where Ladies Talk, both in St. Lucia and in New York. Where Ladies Talk was founded by Sanu Joseph, and this lady is a powerhouse. She is really a powerhouse, and she really goes out there for the women, not just St. Lucian women, but women all over the world. And she's there for them. She's very hands-on, and she listens. Okay. And so she created this group in St. Lucia, and the group is so strong right now. It has thousands of members, and we are growing in New York. Of course, I am on the executive board on the New York chapter, and I'm pleased to just, every time that I speak to somebody, a woman who's facing some kind of trial, to go to Where Ladies Talk and just find a safe space, no judgment, okay? And Sanu has done a great job in just educating women, educating the public, and giving women a voice, and making women, and even, making women feel valued, making us feel that we are worthy. Sometimes we go through so much as women. I was thinking the other day, we go through period, we go through menopause, we go through childbirth, we have to take care of the family when they're sick, we have to clean the house, we have to do everything, and we have to be there for everybody. Who's there for us? You see those men have their little cliques. Sometimes when they can't take it, they go to a bar. I'm going to sit in the bar with my buddies. Can we say the same and say, I'm going to take some time for my buddies, for my ladies, let me have a girls weekend somewhere, just for us to regroup and to help us to be a support to each other and refocus. And that is what Where Ladies Talk is about. So I'm on the executive board, and I'm collaborating with them, because every time I have my show, I'm going to mention Where Ladies Talk. Okay, because it is important that we have the word I'm trying to find is not coming in my brain now. It's important that we have that bond as women, that community as women, okay, for us to be able to just stand with each other and not fight each other down, but be uplifting, and to help each other grow in our power, grow in our strengths. And even if we have weaknesses, we know that we are imperfect. We are not perfect. And nobody in this world is perfect. So we just have to build on each other's strengths, okay? Forget about the negativity and we look onto positivity, okay? So with that said, Where Ladies Talk is having, okay? Let me see if I can find my slide. Where Ladies Talk is having a conference. Okay, there we go. I'm losing myself. It's called Embrace Her Conference. And it is from November 5th, which was on Tuesday, until December. Let me see. I look at my calendar. It's December 3rd. Okay. So every Tuesday of this month, we are going to have different speakers. Okay. And the conference is entitled Embrace Her. And you are going to hear from some very powerful speakers. You are going to be blown away by the information by the community, by the support, and just by the experiences of different women. So let me show you who our speakers are. We have Miss, do I have her? We have, what is, okay, I can't see her name. Let me see. We have Miss, I forgot her name. You see, I am blind as a bat. But we have Miss Vanessa Henry Long. Listen, I heard her, Miss Long. She is a powerful voice. I've never met her before, but she's such a powerful, she just being around her, just to hear her speak. It's like it just lifts you up. Just so, when she opens the minute she opens her mouth, you will be uplifted. She is so outgoing. She's just such a positive person. So she is going to be our one of our speakers. Yes, because safe places are so necessary in this time. So many persons fighting battles, often silent. I couldn't have said it better. So many of us are fighting silent battles. But we need to let our voices be heard. We need to speak. And we need to find that little community. And if you know so you're going to speak to somebody that's going to talk about your business, don't say it anyway. But we need to find a community of safe space where women can talk about the issues. And I also, with that said, I also have a space on my Facebook group page called Rise to Prosperity too. And with that group page, I have a chat that is entitled, "What are you feeling? How are you doing today?" I can't remember exactly, my brains, but it allows anyone to just say how they're feeling without being judged. My Facebook group page is very small. I don't want it to go too big because I don't want to have too much controversy. I just want it to be it's a private little page where people are able to just join and just they can post little things and just in those little chats speak about if you know somebody's facing mental illness, suicide, somebody's suicidal, somebody's having a bad day. That's a space to talk as well. So back to the speakers. This is our first speaker. Our second speaker is Miss let me see if I can change my screen a little. Yes, our second speaker is Miss Tanzia Mathrin. Okay, Fede. And she as well is a powerful speaker as well. This lady is just, I just heard her voice one time, just, we had already have our opening ceremony, and I'm telling you, she's well-rounded and she can speak. Okay, so we have a lot to offer in those conferences, so you need to go and check that out. Go to whereladiestalk.com and you're going to find information. Our next speaker, Miss Pamela Robinson. She also has we have lots to learn from her. She's an amazing person. I'm telling you, I have not done everybody. She's our keynote speaker, and I cannot tell you what days they are coming on. You just have to register and be there. EC dollars, 100, US $40. It's going to be worth every single penny. Okay, so go ahead and register at whereladiestalk.com, or you can. I'm going to put the link for the. I'm going to put the link for the. I'm going to put a link for the registration. My mind. The next speaker we have, of course, yours truly, Cindy Placid. I'm going to be a speaker on there as well. I'm going to be speaking about different issues, and I have learned so much over the couple of years that I've been through so much, and I've learned a lot. I have done research. I have done a lot of reading, and I've learned so much. I've spoken to so many different people in the community, and I just understand people better. I understand, and from my own experiences, I can relate. So there's so much that I have to tell you guys. Even if you are seeing me here every day, but you all don't have the full in depth of who I really am. I'll just the bubbly personality, but I have a lot to offer. So I will be on there on the 19th, I think. Yes, but you need to register. You need to register in order for you to hear the impactful information that I have to offer. Also, we have Miss Patricia Tonji, yes, I think so. She's also a speaker. And let me tell you, these women are from different countries, different countries. So they're from different countries, and so we are going to have an amazing, amazing, amazing conference on. It started. We had, like I said, we had the opening ceremony on the 5th, and so our first speaker will be next week. So you guys have to join us. I'm trying to see if I could put the link over here for you guys to see, but just give me a minute. That's gonna come soon. Or you could just go to Where Ladies Talk on the Facebook page, and all the information is there. Or you can go on my page, on my feed, and the information is going to be there. Mr. Hughes Paul, how are you doing tonight? It's so good to see you here. And yes, and of course we have the beautiful founder, Miss Sanyu Joseph, who is the founder of the conference, and who has put all the work and who's putting so much and who's impacting so many lives. And so we are a non-profit organization, and we do so much. Miss Sanu has been so instrumental in making sure that women get the resources that they need, the help that they need. It's hard work. With our chapter just started in New York. So is barely, I think barely a year old, if I'm correct. And so and it's just amazing to just be among women who are looking out for other women and men as well. Okay, so that is our conference, and that's all of our, so this is the information for the live. It's a live Zoom presentation, so you can, like I said, go ahead and register for the event. You can find that information on Where Ladies Talk on Facebook, or whereladiestalk.com, or you could just look for Miss Sanyu Joseph, and she's going to be able to help you out. But all the information is on Where Ladies Talk, guys. Okay, so that's it for this. Let me see what I have, of course, and that's it for that. Now, I am an advocate for domestic violence. Okay, I've been through my own struggles with domestic violence, and last month was Domestic Violence Awareness Month. Okay, and so last month, sorry, and so I wasn't on because I was going through my own I was going through my own personal struggles with my mental illness, and I want you guys to understand, as much as we try to help other people, if we are not present for ourselves, we cannot be of any use to anybody else. So it is important that we make sure that we are okay before we can help somebody, because what's the point? Let me see who's there. Joanna Joseph, hi, how are you doing? Meadows, how are you? Yeah, so it is important that we take care of ourselves. And I'm telling you, it has been so difficult for me. And I did not understand why I was feeling that way, but I got to the root of the problem. Okay, and so I am back in full force. I'm just trying to get ready for next year. But I felt that tonight I just felt happy. I felt good, and a good friend of mine said, "Yeah, just get on," and so and so I'm here just having conversations and just telling you what's happening. So I bring awareness to domestic violence, guys, and because I've been a product of domestic violence myself. I've been through so much. Yeah, I don't even know why I'm still functional. But anyway, God give me the strength beyond what is normal. So I'm going to have a domestic violence workshop, guys. Now, domestic violence doesn't affect just women. It affects men as well. So many men are just in the shadows. They don't say nothing. They take it. I am not just a voice for the women. I'm a voice for everybody. But of course, I'm going to give my women priority. Yeah. Okay. But there's so many men who are going through domestic violence as well. And we need to tackle that. I have sons. So I would be a hypocrite if I just speak about women only, because my sons can be victims to that. And for those mothers who have sons, your sons can be a victim to domestic violence. And we've had so many sad stories of women finding their demise at the hands of domestic violence abusers. Not too long ago, we had a beautiful lady from St. Lucia who lost her life because of a domestic violence situation. And from what I listened, from what I heard, I watched the funeral. She was just the most beautiful, bubbly personality, the most beautiful person you could find, and she was just living with that and not saying anything. We need to speak up. We need to know the signs. We need to know what to look for, and that's why I am taking it upon myself to bring to join the fight in bringing further awareness to domestic violence. What would I say now? Let's mention of what. So my I'm having a workshop, okay? A workshop to educate, to empower, and to help people understand what to do, whether you're male or female, in the case of a domestic violence situation, because I think too many of us, that includes children as well, who are finding their demise because of domestic violence. So many of us are bruised and battered. And even if a woman or a man may not think that I'm being violent to that person, as long as it is not in the natural realm of things, it is, and you hitting that person or you causing that harm to that person, it is violence. Okay. So I'm having a workshop on November 24th, starting at 4 p.m. Okay, it's gonna be on Zoom. You have to register. Registration fee is $20, and registration will go to a greater purpose. It goes to helping speakers and we other women like myself, because we having a big event, so it's going for a greater purpose, okay, not for my pocket. If that makes any sense, to help people who are going through stuff like that. I think I need help, but at the same time I think it's better to help. It's better to give than to receive. Okay, that's how I look at things. Yeah. So like I said, I am having a domestic violence workshop. Why can't I share my screen? Okay. I'm having a domestic violence workshop on November 24th. It is $20. Let me see if I can share my screen. Yes. And these are our speakers. Yolanda Carter. I think I had her on my show. And the information that she gave was so very limited, guys. There's so much, just so many people need to learn about domestic violence. So much. So I just think it's important that we bring more awareness to that. So Miss Carter, if you see, she has a patch on her eye, she's going to tell you that story. And for those of you who had not heard her story before, you're gonna hear her story in depth. She's an avid advocate for domestic violence. She has been to the Capitol and she has helped enact laws to help those people with domestic violence situations. She has a nonprofit who's helping people in Chicago and other areas for domestic violence. Guys, I think it was last year before I went to Chicago. Okay. I was invited by my good friend and sister. I call her my sister, Shawana Thomas. And I'm telling you, the amount of women that were there, that was just a tidbit of the stories that I heard of domestic violence, and I was just taken aback to see just one little area, just a fraction of people that were there. Both men and women were victims of domestic violence, and I'm telling you, brutal stories. So Miss Carter has been a voice for that, and Miss Shawana has been a voice for that. Okay. Also, we have she's from Miss Yolanda from Chicago, and we also have Miss Kathy Taylor. She's a St. Lucian. And St. Lucians, we are not immune to domestic violence. So you're gonna hear from her and what her organization is doing and how she can help you. Okay. And also I have my own personal stories of domestic violence. Okay. And the Let Us Smile Full, you have been for a lot. So I have my own personal stories of domestic violence. So guys, you can go register. I am going to put the link up for you to register. The link is on my feed, and I'm going to put it in the chat. So you can go ahead and register for that domestic violence workshop. Like I said, it's just a $20, but $20 where you're gonna get so much information, and it's going to be worth it. And the next workshop we're gonna have is going to be for domestic violence among men and among children. So I'm going to have a series of them. Okay. So look out, because I'm here to educate and to help. And as anything that I can do to help that's going to be benefit somebody else, I will. Okay. And I just want to let you know, this show is being brought to you by my, it's been brought to you by my, oh, sorry, what am I doing? It's been brought to you by my, by my, by my, by my, it's been brought to you by my brand, Rise to my business, Rise to Prosperity, of course. My candle line, Cindy Sense, as well as my candle line, Cindy Sense, as well as Poetry and Perspective with Placid, that show, and of course my book Cindy Placid, this show that is brought to you by my company. Okay, so I'm working really diligently to reach more people. I'm working really diligently so that I could be a better assistance to others. I know that makes sense. Okay, so now there's something else I wanted to talk about, guys. There's something else I wanted to talk about before I leave here and go anywhere. I can't remember. Okay, so I also have I'm going to be going on live so that I could speak about my products and have some amazing products, guys. I am making, I have my candle line. Also, I'm making green seasoning and natural green seasoning, not those with all the crazy preservatives and the ingredients that you don't know. I'm making it from scratch. And I am making sea moss gel, and also doing a whole lot of stuff. So you can find my merchandise on my WhatsApp page. Just go ahead and visit it, guys. I can say everything tonight. Okay. Well, guys, I could tell you this. As long as we breathe, as long as there's breath in our bodies, there are going to be challenges. There are going to be situations that are going to challenge us to our very core. Who will make or break us? But I don't know whether or not who believes in God, who believes in prayers. I can tell you my own experience is that prayer can help you through anything. It can help you. It is a channel for us to be able to speak to God. And it's free. I mean, you have the president. For you to see the president, a man, you have to make appointment upon appointment, and you may not got it for years. To speak to God is free. Yes. So when you find yourself facing challenges, when you find yourself you don't know what to do, what the next road is, you pray. If you believe in God, believe there's a God, you pray. And I urge you to pray, because it is important we have a channel to be able to, when we cannot speak to any human being, speak to the Most High God. And I'm telling you, he answers prayers beyond what you could imagine. So guys, this is my show for tonight. I am not going to stay. I came here really late. I wasn't sure whether I wanted to come on, but I'm glad I did, because I was able to just speak to you guys. So I need you guys to just visit my page. Okay, visit my WhatsApp page, 4044528. Sorry, no. It's 404604. Okay, 1781. Let me see. I don't see. Oh my gosh, it's been a while, girl. Where have you been? We need to catch up. Okay, we need to catch up. Oh, Beverly, hi. How are you? So, like I said, I didn't have any intentions of coming today because I've just been trying to take time for me, trying to get back into the swing of things, getting back into my workout, and the things that make me feel good about myself, that keeps me focused. Okay, so I had no plans to come, but I'm glad I did, and I saw so many of you, and I'm glad if I was of any inspiration to anybody, and I was, whatever I said makes sense to anybody, just hit me up, let me know. And I would love to guys to just at least sometimes just give me a review, give me a comment, let me know how the show has impacted you. Write a comment on my page, send me a message. I would love to know if I'm making an impact in anybody's life. Okay, and even if I wasn't, guess what, I wouldn't stop, because there's one person that needs to hear my message. Okay, so that's awesome, Lucy. Yeah, it's good to see. But you need to call me, girl. Yeah, so if the show makes any impact on your life, and if you read any of my books, write a review, guys. Write a review, because I'm telling you, I'm not like everybody else. I I don't have parents with money. I don't have a job that's paying me hundreds every month. I have my skills and my ambition. Okay? And I don't have startup capital in anything I'm doing. I just pick from Peter to pay for Paul, if you understand what that means. And I make things work for myself. But I believe with all the work that I have done, something big is about to happen. I don't know where it's coming from. I feel it. I feel it. It's coming. So I just want to thank you guys for being on my show. Thank you guys for supporting me all this while. Okay. And if I were to close my eyes in death today, I'm not gonna die yet, I'm just saying, if I was to close my eyes in death today, I'd have done a great purpose. I would have accomplished my goal of reaching people, of doing something that I love. And that is to, I'm a people's person. I love people. I love to be among people. I love to be encouraging to people. And so if I haven't done anything in this world, I know that I did something good by just being on this show and speaking to you guys. So there are more things to come. I'm working with so many amazing people to get some really good information out to you guys. And before I go, I just want to let you guys know that this month is Epilepsy Awareness Month. Epilepsy is just like people having seizures, and I had a doctor on my show who said anybody who's living, who's alive, who's breathing will have a seizure. He's not will, but is not immune to having a seizure. We can't get a seizure. So she didn't come on the show this year because there's so many things that was going on with me, but I do promise to bring more information to you guys before the month is over. It is important that we know these things, and we know for the warning signs and what we need to do if somebody in our family is having a seizure or if somebody is having a mental crisis. It is important that we know these things. Sometimes we are so passive, we live in our lives and we just say every day, just like, hey, I'm going to work, I'm coming back, I'm going to eat. But these are fundamental things that can mean life or death for us. So more to come. So guys, if you have a goal, pursue it. Don't give up. I always tell you guys, never let failure be your finality. It's okay to fail at certain things, and we are going to do a lot of things. We're going to fail many times, but don't stay in that. Don't just when you've done all you can do, you go like, okay, that's it, I failed and I'm done. No, failure should never be that final place for you. It should never be your finality. As long as you have breath in your body, you can start over. Okay, so guys, I bid you a good night. Have a great weekend. You may see me because I need to come live for me to show you guys my products. Like I said, I have green seasoning from scratch, organic. I make sea moss, and I'm about to do a lot of things. I do hand now little bags and stuff. Let me see if I have one here for you guys. I'm gonna push my computer. Give me 1 second, okay? Let's see if I can grab one right here. Yeah. So I have these little bags there. Oh, it has my logo on it. It's just those drawstring bags. You can put it on your arm and go anywhere with it. I make all of these. I'm very handy at stuff, and I have this in the African print. I have so many amazing things that I'm doing. So guys, I need you guys to just take a look at what we are out of food. Yes, we are. My son said we are almost out of food. We must have anyway, but listen, guys, have an amazing night. Like Les Brown always says, if you're going to fall on your back, because as long as you can look up, you can get up. And Steve Harvey said, jump. He has a book called Jump. Even when you don't know, you want to form a business, even when you don't know what's going to face you at the bottom, but you have that goal, you have that vision. Nobody can know what your vision is, but you have that vision. You jump and grab onto that goal. If I did not jump, I wouldn't have Poetry and Perspective with Placid. If I did not jump and take the next step away from my mental illnesses. What's that?
Take it to school.
Yeah, okay, no problem. You have to take it to school. Okay, we'll give it to brother. Okay. All right. I'm sorry. That's my child. Put it on the table for mommy, please. So, like I said, have a good night, everybody. I will see you guys soon. And please do not forget that I have not quit on my show. I just have things going to have to take care of me before I can take care of all of you guys. But I'm always going to be posting, and my show is going to come back full swing next year. Okay. So have an amazing, amazing night. I love you guys. Stay prayerful. Winners never quit on themselves. You keep fighting until you win, even if it's just one win, but you will win. Have a good night. I love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.